FORGEHUB video crew, and today I have something awesome for you. Today we have scripted AI in Halo 5's Forge. So here we have Frank, the brother of Timmy the Space Whale, and Frank is very territorial, so we're gonna attempt to sneak past Frank. Alright, so here's how we make this. Firstly, I want to let you know that there are plenty of ways to allow the whale to just move on a scripted path using timers, but in this particular tutorial I will be teaching you this particular instance of scripted AI involving the pressure pad and the whale that comes out of his cave to eat you. So to start off with, we'll make the pressure pad. So you want to spawn an invisible blocker here, and in its object properties you want to have 4 scripts. The first script is condition on spawn, the action is to despawn. The second script is on timer, initial delay 0. The repeat timer needs to be 0.10 seconds, or I believe it's in seconds, and then the action is to spawn. The third script is on destroy despawn. It's going to set power to alpha and the state is off. And then the fourth script is on destroy despawn. The action is to set power to bravo and turn its state off. Then you're going to need a script brain here. And this script brain has 3 scripts. Well, actually, yeah, 3 scripts. And firstly, its first condition is on timer. The initial delay is 0 seconds. Then the repeat timer is 0.40. Then the action is power set alpha on. The second script now is staggered from the other timer, which has an initial delay of 0.2. And then the repeat timer is 0.4. Then the action is to set power to bravo on. And then our third script condition is on message power multiple, and then the minimum conditions to trigger is 2. And our first condition is on power alpha on, and our second condition is on bravo on, and our action is to send a message to Charlie. So from our pressure pad here, standing on the pressure pad will send an output to Charlie, and that activates our whale and our teleporter to move towards the person who's on the pad. So what we have with the whale here is, I'll first go through the scripts. So our first script for the whale is on message received, the channel is Charlie, and the action is to move offset. And now with the moving of both the whale and the teleporter, because the welding does not work well right now, it's really buggy with moving objects, we are actually going to move the teleporter and the whale separately with the same scripting. So we have our, in this case, I have 30, whatever, I think that's feet. Shouldn't be though, but you know, and the key thing to keep in mind is it needs to have local movement off, because when you're moving 2 objects together without welding them, using local movement on would use their own coordinate planes rather than the world's coordinate plane. So instead we want that off so we can move them both on the same coordinate plane. And in this case I have it set for 30 in the X forward direction and the time of 2 seconds. Then this is timed so that the whale goes back into the cave afterwards and resets. So the condition here is on message received delta from our timer, or I'll show in a second. It's going to position reset back into the cave, and then I put it in 3 seconds, so it's slower going backwards than just going forwards. And those exact scripts are identical to the sender node here. So you just do the exact same thing as you did with the whale. And you want to make its radius of the teleporter a bit bigger. So yeah, if you stand there, it moves forward and will take out the person. And then over here, once you see our whale here, is the timer. So with our timer here, we have a few scripts, but the first thing you want to do is, however long you want the whale to be out there before you go back, it goes back, is this timer here, the respawn time. So here it's 5 seconds. And then we have two scripts. The first script is on message received Charlie, which is our output from the pressure pad. We wanted to despawn to start the timer. Then on our second script, we wanted to, on its spawn, send a message to Delta. And then that will allow our whale to go back. And the final part that we need for this is the ability for the whale here to actually eat and kill people. So here you need to put your receiver node, I put invisible one, inside of a kill volume instant. And that will instantly kill the player. And that's it. Thank you all for watching. This has been Jake of the FORGEHUB video crew. And I'll see you guys next time. Laters.